Good evening, everybody. It's your girl Pam with I Have a Testimony. I'm only going to take a few seconds, but I wanted to come to you guys and just encourage you for a second. If you're like me, sometimes you have those days where you just feel like the more you try and the more you try to do right, it just feels like everything is coming at you all at one time. We have those days, right? If we can be honest, sometimes we feel like that day is every day. But have you ever noticed that sometimes when you're having a bad day and it feels like everything is coming at you, and the more you try to do right and the more you try to be positive, it seems like things hit you a little bit harder. And then in the midst of things hitting you, all of a sudden you got to encourage somebody else in the midst of. Guys, I'm here to tell you that, sometimes we never know. Well, actually, all the time, you never know who's watching you. We never know who's sitting back watching how you're going to handle a certain situation. Sometimes those situations and things that we're dealing with, yes, do they bother us? Of course. Do they hit sometimes at the wrong time? It seems like, yes, they do. But sometimes, guys, we have to understand that maybe that moment wasn't about us. Maybe that moment was about the person watching us to see how we handled it so they can learn how to handle their own situations and things that they're going through. Every day is not going to be pretty. Every day is not going to be easy. There are going to be challenges along this journey. It happens. That's just life. That's life in general. But what we have to understand is that there are people watching us. There are people watching us just to see how we're going to react to different challenges, just to see how we're going to respond. Guys, for me, most of the time I'm on my job. People are watching me to see how I respond on my job. So if I act a fool, if I say crazy stuff, if I am cursing and talking crazy, then guys, people are watching that and they're looking at me, seeing how I respond to things. But they're also remembering how in one moment I'm talking about Christ and in the next moment I'm acting a fool. So we have to be mindful of the things that come out of our mouth. We have to be mindful of how we respond. We have to be mindful of how we react to certain situations. We have to be mindful because somebody is watching us. Somebody is gleaning from us. Somebody is learning how to handle the challenges that happen every single day. I am learning every single day that I have to respond to things in a positive manner. Does it mean that it doesn't bother me when I go through different situations, whether it be at work, whether it be at home? No, it doesn't mean that it doesn't bother me. But what I have to show is that I have faith in the God that I serve. I have faith in the God that is my Father. I have faith that the same God that is allowing me to go through this very moment and experience whatever this situation is the same God that's going to see me out of it. He's going to bring me through it. He's going to provide an answer. He's going to help me in the midst of whatever this is. And my job is to wear a smile on my face. My job is to talk positive. My job is to encourage others that no matter what we face, no matter what we go through, no matter what we deal with in that moment, I need to be a reflection of Christ at all times because somebody is being encouraged by how I respond. Somebody is watching me to say, if she can get through this, and I know this is a difficult situation, I know this is enough to frustrate somebody, I know this is enough to get on somebody's last nerve, but in the midst of this moment, she's still smiling, she's still laughing, she's still joyful, she's still happy, she's still encouraging other people. Somebody is watching me just to see how I respond, and they're saying to themselves, you know what? If that's how she reacts, then why am I reacting to where I'm reacting as if the world has come to a screeching halt, or I'm reacting to where I'm responding as if life has just let me down. Somebody is watching. So we have to be mindful of how we are responding. My job is to make sure that I am a reflection of Christ at all times. My job is to make sure that I am putting out a good example of Him. Does that mean I always get it right? No. It doesn't mean I'm going to always get it right, because, hey, we fall. Every single day we fall. That's why we repent, we get up, and then we strive to be better. Every day I strive to be the woman of God that He's called me to be. I strive to be a better person. I strive to be a better mom. I strive to be a better supervisor. I strive to be a better wife. I strive to be a better woman of God, better child of God. I strive to be a better servant. I strive every day to love no matter what. And most of all, I just strive to be a better me. I want to be the woman that when God looks at me, He can say, I'm pleased with her. That's who I strive to be. So it's important for me that as I'm going through the different challenges of the day, the things that frustrate me at work, the things that push me and test my very core, it's important for me to make sure that even in the moments that I still reflect Christ, that I still let people know that, guys, this is temporary. This is just a moment in time. This too shall pass. It's only temporary. It's a season. We go through challenges. It's a season. You go through sickness. It's a season. You go through financial woes. It's a season. You go through heartache and pain. It's a season. Seasons change. But it's up to us. How are we going to respond in that season? How are we going to respond? You got to ask yourself, what's important? The same God that brought you to the season is the same God that'll bring you out of the season. But what do we want more of? I want more of Him. So regardless of what this season brings, I want more of Christ. I want to be more like Him. I want to be a reflection of Him. And I know that He got me. If this season lasts for a day, if it lasts for 3 years, if it lasts for the remainder of my life, I still know that God got me in the palm of His hand and He's going to take care of me. And that's the mindset that we have to have, is that God got us. He's right there with us. And if we continue to have that mindset, guys, there is nothing that we can't make it through. We just got to remember, somebody's watching us. Somebody's watching you. What are they seeing when they look at you? Are they hearing the cursing? Are they hearing the negativity? Or are you encouraging them? Are they being inspired by you? Are they looking at you and saying, you know what? I strive to be a better woman or a better man. I strive to be better. If they can do this, I can do this. I want what they got. I want the God that they got. Is that what people are saying when they look at you? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you putting out there? What are you reflecting? Are you reflecting Christ? Or are you showing people that you act one way in church, but you act another out in public or on your job or when they see you in other places? What are you reflecting? What are they seeing? Guys, let's be mindful. You never know who's watching. I love you guys. It's been your girl Pam with I Have a Testimony. Be blessed. See you soon.